Yeah, well, the plant medicine thing has been given a lot of credence and cosigns, very strange cosigns. In fact, Governor Rick Perry,
Ooh.
who, if you're not
Oof.
familiar with Texas lore, Governor Rick Perry was a very, very staunch anti-drug, hardcore Texas governor. I mean, Texas is hardcore. Governor Rick Perry represented Texas in his hardcore nature, and yeah, I mean, he's responsible for tons and tons of people who are locked up for small amounts of marijuana and other things. But he's actually come out championing Ibogaine therapy and some other stuff. And so, anyway, I think it's really interesting that you bring up the plant medicine thing because that's becoming like when I saw Rick Perry talking about Ibogaine, I was like, whoa, we are in a really different place. I remember, like, when doctors would come out and talk about it, and that was cool, and you were like, "Oh, okay, cool, like, we got a doctor co-signing this kinda stuff." But I don't know, something about Rick Perry coming out, I mean, that would be like Winston Churchill coming out and advocating against, like, dropping bombs or something, you know? Like,
Yeah,
it
no,
would have
and
been
and
really weird.
I can tell you, I can almost guarantee you, someone close to him went through because it's so weird for him to
He
pick
did, and his
Ibogaine.
he did,
Oh, it
and his
was
wife
him.
did.
Oh, I didn't know he had done it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then
No,
that
he's
explains it.
yeah, that's the
That's
only that's isn't that crazy? Yeah, no,
bro.
his wife had experienced some healing through that, and he had gone with her, and they had gone down to an ibogaine therapy, session in South America somewhere, and he partook, and it changed his ever-loving life,
That's
dude, and he came back, and, like, he's using all of his bandwidth now to champion, plant medicines, namely ibogaine, but others, and anyway, yeah, that might be another episode for us,
yeah, we don't wanna
but
go that's a whole slippery slope right
but you
there.
know what we can say is that plant medicine or otherwise, because I believe that there's ways to um, gain self-awareness and round your personality out outside of plant medicine. I don't think that that's the only way, but I do think that that's an extreme measure that people can take who have experienced crazy things and require those extreme measures. But in general, being self-aware and not just being self-aware because how am I trying to say this?